experience has been great. I remember when I came to the JIS in 1982, the organization was much smaller and the equipment and all that you had to work with, they were manual equipment. And those days you had to work long hours to get out the news. And for my part, it was just a short stint at the old JIS. In 1984, the editorial department was taken out of the JIS and made into Jam Press, the national news agency. And that was another experience all in itself, because that news agency was at the time headed by Ken Chaplin, long-serving public servant. And we had to go through teething pains at Jam Press. All the equipment there, manual. So the typewriter, we didn't have fax machine, no computers. So you had to get news, sit on the typewriter manually, do the stories. I loved journalism. I loved. It was exciting to be on the road, gathering news, and I love to be on the road with the photographers to gather news and to come back and get it out real fast. You had to spend a lot of time. Even news that was coming from abroad, they had to send them down by diplomatic bag. So when you're getting news from Canada, New York, Miami, Washington, London, they had to send it down by, either you take it on the telephone or they send down the news in the diplomatic bags, especially photographs, because you couldn't email photographs at that time. So you had to get the hard copy. So you would have to wait for maybe 2 weeks to get a photograph of a minister in action abroad or the High Commissioner or the ambassador at an event. It's much faster now. I mean, the click of a mouse now, you get the pictures, the news from anywhere in Jamaica and abroad. So it's much different. I remember in 1987 at Jam Press, I was asked to cover the Lome Convention in Togo, in Africa. And it was a memorable event. I had to go there and stayed for 5 days and covered that convention, and it was wonderful. That was the only time I got the opportunity to go to Africa. And I went to 2 other countries in Africa during that time, but it was wonderful. I'm nearing the end of my stay at the JIS. I think I have 2 more years on a contract, and after that I'm hoping to go on my retirement. And I'm sure that I have excellent young reporters in the editorial department, and they are going to do this agency proud. I think the JIS itself is going to march forward. It's going to keep abreast of modern technology, and the JIS is going to serve this country and the government at any time for years to come.